Welcome to our channel, where you can find shocking developments, dark conspiracies and breathtaking twists in the fascinating world of television. If you are a fan of thrilling, dramatic stories and do not want to miss any shocking plots in The Young and the Restless, then this is the place for you. Get ready to follow a story that will keep you glued to your eyes, where the line between justice and crime is more fragile than ever. After weeks of silence, Lily finally has the courage to stand up and reveal a horrifying truth that she has been carrying in her heart all this time, a truth that can change the lives of many people forever. That is, Carter is the one behind Damien's mysterious death, an incident that once caused a stir in public opinion but fell into a deadlock due to lack of evidence and reliable witnesses. Lily witnessed something no one expected, and she knew that if she kept quiet, justice would never be served. But that brave decision led her into a dangerous spiral that she did not foresee. Little did she know that from the moment she revealed the truth, a dark shadow had silently followed her every step, and that shadow was none other than Carter. Carter was a wise, cold, and calculating person. He was not only intelligent but also extremely cruel, willing to do anything to protect his secret, including eliminating anyone who dared to threaten his existence. And now, Lily had become the biggest thorn in his side. Even though she had filed a report with the police, providing important details about the night Damien was murdered, she still felt uneasy. Not out of fear, but because her instincts told her that something dangerous was lurking around her. Strange calls in the middle of the night, anonymous text messages full of innuendo. Cars parked across the street with darkened windows that made it hard to tell who was inside, all of these were warning signs of an approaching storm. One morning as she was leaving home for work, Lily noticed that her car had been tampered with. Everything inside was intact, nothing missing, but when she started the car, a feeling of unease rose up. With vigilance, she carefully checked every corner of the car and discovered a small object deep under the passenger seat, a strange phone, without a protective case, without any sign of its owner, but still active. She immediately opened the check and couldn't believe her eyes when she saw a series of photos of her in various situations, while walking, having lunch at a familiar cafe, at home, and even while sleeping. The pictures were taken from a very close distance, proving that the person behind her had been following her for a long time. Lily panicked but tried to stay calm. She knew more than ever that she was no longer safe and that Carter was very close. She knew that she couldn't go to work as usual, so she immediately changed direction, going straight to the police station to hand over the phone. But on the way, she discovered that she was being tailed. A black car was following closely behind her, not signaling, not passing, but keeping a suspicious distance. Lily accelerated, the car behind her also accelerated, she slowed down, the car behind her did the same. Her heart pounded in her chest. Sweat poured down her forehead. It was no longer a suspicion, but a fact. Carter was following her, and he knew she had found evidence. As she neared the intersection leading into the city center, Lily quickly turned into a small alley and quickly parked, turning off the engine, crouching low to avoid being seen. The black car drove by but did not stop. She breathed a sigh of relief, but also knew that it was only a temporary escape. When she reached the police station, she handed over the phone and explained what had happened. The officers quickly moved in, extracted data from the phone and confirmed that it was the device that had been tracking and recording Lily for at least 3 weeks. They warned her to be careful, assigned guards, and made plans to catch Carter before he had a chance to strike again. But Carter was no pushover. When he learned that Lily had gone to the police and that the tracking phone had been discovered, he changed his plans. He hired a middleman to approach Lily, pretending to be a mailman to get information about her current whereabouts. At the same time, he also tried to mislead the police by creating false evidence of his presence in another state, in order to create an alibi. The police began to have difficulty in tracking down his exact whereabouts, while Lily gradually felt more pressure when the threats began to appear again. This time not only through text messages but also in handwritten letters left on her doorstep. One night, while in the apartment that the police had arranged for her safety, Lily heard a strange noise outside her window. She checked and saw no one, but a few minutes later the power went out. The apartment was plunged into darkness. Lily hurriedly searched for her phone but found it was disabled, no signal, no reception, no way to make calls. She tried to stay calm, walking slowly in the darkness to find her way to the main door. But just as she put her hand on the doorknob, a clanking sound from behind made her turn her head. A tall shadow stood in the middle of the living room, silent, not moving. Lily screamed and tried to run away, but the shadow immediately rushed forward, knocking her to the floor. A dramatic struggle ensued. Lily, despite her panic, still struggled desperately, trying to fight back with everything in her hands: a table lamp, a bottle of perfume, anything within reach. In the decisive moment, she grabbed the pepper spray the police had given her and sprayed it straight into the attacker's eyes. The shadow screamed in pain, taking a few steps back. Lily quickly ran out the door and down the stairs with footsteps chasing after her. As she rushed out onto the street, the police car arrived, the sound of sirens blaring, tearing apart the quiet night. The attacker was arrested on the spot. It was none other than Carter. In the end, all the evidence collected from the phone hidden in the car and the data from the safe house was enough to charge Carter with multiple crimes, including murder and attempted murder of a witness. Lily narrowly survived, but what she went through to bring the perpetrator to justice left an indelible scar on her mind. Even so, she knew she had done the right thing. The truth had been revealed, and justice had finally been served. But from now on, she will always live in vigilance, because she knows better than anyone that evil is not always in the dark, but always present very close, just waiting for the opportunity to rise. If you want to continue following the most tense, suspenseful, and surprising stories in The Young and the Restless, don't forget to click the follow button and subscribe to our channel today so you don't miss any dramatic moments.